was raised by a working mother. I had a summer job at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's. I was a student when I was working at McDonald's. Later in college, I worked at McDonald's to earn spending money.
Okay, so here's the deal. I heard a rumor that you worked at McDonald's. Is it true?
I did. Yes, I did.
I didn't know that about
when
you.
I was in school.
Me too. I worked registered, drive-thru, and grill. I was known as a triple threat. Okay, just for the record.
I did fries.
Just the fries?
I did fries, and then I did the cashier.
And then you have Kamala's claim that she worked at McDonald's. She never worked at McDonald's. It's a lie. They went in, they investigated it, and the fake news won't report that. They won't report it. The only one that reported it was Fox, but the fake news won't. She never worked at McDonald's.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Lying with fries. Kamala Harris said that she worked at McDonald's, but we all know that she did not work at McDonald's. And Donald Trump provided us with some of the most epic, memorable photos of any presidential campaign, period, by going to work at McDonald's. Donald Trump worked at McDonald's for 20 minutes, giving out French fries, Happy Meals, hamburgers, doing the fries, because Kamala Harris said that the fries are too hot and she didn't want to work them. So Donald Trump provided us with an epic experience of trolling on Kamala Harris. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Now, this footage right here is not footage of a Trump rally. It's not from a Trump rally. This is the line. These are the people. These are the people waiting for Donald Trump to work at McDonald's. This is absolutely incredible. The leftist bias media is absolutely freaking out. They are freaking out.
Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to be their next president and vice president.
And he's in the Philadelphia area. He's going to work
Her name is Barbara, by the way. But I don't know her other than her name. She's on MSNBC and saying that Donald Trump is not well. He looks completely well to me. And this is one of the most epic trolls, period. He is well, and he did this simply just to prove a point. And this woman is freaking out. She is melting down, saying that I don't know why Donald Trump's working at McDonald's, because Kamala won't.
Reducing the cost of housing and making life better for everyone. And that's what we have to focus on and make sure we get every voter to the polls and make sure that the voters vote for the future, not taking the country backwards, as you see what Donald Trump continues to try to do. So,
literally, woman, Barbara, you are talking smack about working class citizens. You are talking about middle class America. What do you mean you don't want to take the country back? The campaign has one of the candidates in the campaign, Kamala Harris, has been part of the current administration for the past 3.5 years. They completely demolished the middle class. Donald and this woman is also demolishing the middle class, stating that they don't want to go back. Donald Trump is providing an opportunity to see, okay, middle class America generates a lot of revenue for American people. And these are the people, the middle class America people. We are the people. You and I are the people. And even Shanky Shank from the Young Turks are saying this right here. He's saying, some of the press is calling Donald Trump's McDonald's photo op bizarre. This is how you lose credibility. MSNBC, CNN, all these leftist bias media networks are losing credibility as we speak. As you're watching this, they are completely imploding by the seams. And every time Kamala Harris and Tim Walz speak at a podcast event or at a rally, the closer that we get to this election, we realize and we see who this woman is. Some of the press is calling Donald Trump's McDonald's photo op bizarre. This is how you lose credibility. This was a home run photo op. He looked like a real person connecting with average Americans. If you cannot see that, you are totally blind. Shout out to Shanky Shank. You know, I'm not a fan of Shank, but he is also seeing that Kamala Harris is completely melting down. And so is her left stream bias media foot soldiers. They are completely losing credibility. And if you don't see that this right here, even this was a photo op of Kamala Harris speaking to the victims of Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. Look at this. This is her complete photo op. Nothing compares to what Donald Trump did at McDonald's. There are some epic photos from this. Now, they don't say anything about this, or they don't say anything about her not visiting the border for over 1,200 days. But they go on to talk about Donald Trump's photo op. I thought this was an epic thing that Donald Trump did. It was tremendous. It was tremendous. Here is Shank completely destroying Kamala Harris's campaign here.
Our only hope is that Trump just gives up. Like, and I don't mean like literally, of course he's not going to do that, but he's kind of de facto doing it where he just melts, right? And he just is so unelectable that she wins, because this is hopeless. What is this? We're going.
He's like, man, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz's campaign is completely tanking. This is hopeless.
Back to the 1990s. I love Republicans. I love bipartisanship. Republicans have such good ideas. Might that encourage people to vote for them instead of you? And what Republicans are you talking about? See, they don't understand modern day politics at all. They're still, we're going to get the John McCain Republicans, the Dick Cheney, Mitch McConnell Republicans. No, those are corporate Republicans.
Exactly, perfect.
And those voters don't exist. So you think that because your donors are all corporate Republicans and corporate Democrats, that there's this giant subsection of the country that are like, oh my God, if she would just work with corporate Republicans to help big business, we'd vote for her. No, the undecideds are barely follow politics. They're not John McCain fans or Dick Cheney fans. They want you to help them. You need to be a populist to do that. So running towards these corporate Republicans is a disastrous strategy. It gives your opponent a rhetorical marketing advantage because you're saying the other party is good. It picks up no votes at all, and it leads you in the wrong direction where you're seen as more pro-war and pro-business when you need to be more populist and telling those undecided voters, hey, I'm going to deliver for you. I'm going to get you something, not I'm going to get Dick Cheney something.
And that is what Donald Trump did. Going to McDonald's and working McDonald's and doing the fries. That is what he did. He connected with America. If you're still undecided, which I don't know how, right? Seeing Donald Trump work at McDonald's is epic. It is epic.
You're going to be working the fryer. Are you going to wear the paper hat?
I'm going to do everything. I tell you what.
You're going to do it.
A friend of mine owns
He is going to do it.
McDonald's someplace. Oh, I'm going. Because she lied.
You don't think she ever worked at McDonald's?
I know she did. We checked it out. Unless somebody comes up with something. We checked it out. They said she never worked here. She even picked the store. We went to the manager. The manager's been there forever. You remember her? No, she never worked here. They know. Okay.
No, so will you wear the paper hat?
And you know who else stopped talking about it? The press. If I said I worked at McDonald's and it turned out not to be true, this would be the front page of that stupid New York Times, the worst paper. It is the worst rag. The New York Times is the worst most to say. They would have me front page for months. Nobody, I can't get any. That's why I have to do it myself. That's why I'm doing it.
So you're going to get trained and you're going to make French fries.
Well, I don't know how much the training will be.
Not too much salt.
It's not going to be. Oh.
Just not that much.
I love that show.
Oh, man. And here is JD Vance. Here we go.
What we find weird about this is that Kamala Harris has been able to produce no evidence that she worked at McDonald's, and she didn't even talk about it until 2019 during, I believe, her first run for the United States Senate. So I don't know what's ultimately true here, but it's interesting where the media will try to nitpick and micromanage every single thing that me or Donald Trump has said, and yet they just buy into this narrative from Kamala Harris that she invented 5-6 years ago. Why don't they just do some journalism? Maybe it's true, maybe it isn't, but I know I don't trust the media's lack of curiosity about this issue when they're so curious and nitpicking everything else that the Republican candidates do. That's what we find weird about.
JD Vance absolutely did a masterclass on the narrative of left stream media. Here it is, continued here. Oh, lost my audio. Hold up.
These people are accusing him of a stage managed thing. Of course, the president has to have security because there have been 2 attempts on his life in the last 8 weeks. He can't just walk into a McDonald's and sign a W-9 and actually go on the payroll. That's just not how this works, especially given the security threats on his life. But look, he was interacting with people. He was talking to the employees. He was giving people food, and he was just being, I think, what he does best, which is just being among the people, talking to them about what they care. Fake. That is just the genuine person that Donald Trump is. And it's why I think a lot of working people, even though, of course, he's a successful real estate billionaire, have this emotional connection to Donald Trump. You can't make up that kind of connection. Unfortunately, Kamala Harris has tried and failed. And I think it's why her campaign is flailing a little bit right now, is because she goes into Sheets and does 4 takes of her buying Doritos. Donald Trump just goes into McDonald's and he is who he is, and people love him.
100%. Kamala Harris is, continuing to pay Hollyweird's folks to promote her campaign. We just recently saw that Usher endorsed Kamala Harris. Coincidentally enough, Usher has been good friends with the one Sean Combs, Sean Diddy. I don't know. Maybe there's a similarity or some reason or another why he would endorse Kamala Harris, because they are mutual friends with Sean Combs, who we all know what's going on with Diddy. But Donald Trump doesn't stage much. This is the one of the interactions from the drive-thru, which is fantastic here. When I saw this literally is breaking the internet right now.
This guy, I'm not going to mess with him. So this is compliments of you, okay? All right. You go have a good time. Don't eat too much, right? You have a great day. Thank you, man.
This is absolutely epic. I have, in my entire life, I have never seen anything of this capacity. Here was some more highlights of Donald Trump working the drive-thru here.
It better be. It's going to be the best yet. I made it myself. You're the man. Make America great. Thank you, man. Thank you. You know, if you look at really what's happening, look at the crowd over there. Look how happy everybody is. They're happy because they want hope. They need hope. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to give much more than hope.
What does working the fryer tell you about the people of Pennsylvania?
Make it fact.
Mr. President, you actually have worked at McDonald's now versus...
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
Are you going to put this on your resume?
I never worked here.
Why would she lie about something like that?
Will it be put on your resume? I worked at McDonald's.
Why would she lie about that?
Why? Because she's lying, Kamala.
That's it.
If that doesn't bring you hope and inspiration, man. Here's what Harris Faulkner had to say about this.
I think the McDonald's thing is kind of important here. It's a swing state. They're so squeaky tight. Trump is doing something that Kamala Harris is second.
Word indeed.
I had mentioned, and so did Tammy, Vice President Harris is doing a blue wall blitz today in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. And the 3 state governors sat down for an interview yesterday to talk about Democrats' slip in support in their very own states.
Everyone is talking about this event. Donald Trump connecting with America, period. And he continued to troll Kamala Harris because apparently it was her birthday yesterday. And Donald Trump goes on to say this.
She's 60 years old? Yes, I would say happy birthday, Kamala. She's turning 60.
Did you get her some fries?
I think I'll get her some flowers. Maybe I'll get her some fries. You're right, that might be. I'll give her some McDonald's. I'll get her a McDonald's hamburger. It is true, right? Happy birthday, Kamala. Happy birthday. See you later. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
A little later.
It's her 60th birthday, so I want to wish her a happy 60th birthday. Right? No?
Breaking the internet, Donald Trump is, by working at McDonald's, and leftist bias media is completely melting down. They don't know what to do with themselves. Kamala Harris doesn't know what to do with herself. She doesn't even know what to do with her campaign. Let me know what you guys think about Donald Trump working at McDonald's. After watching all this, I'm like, wow, maybe I want some McDonald's right now too. I'd love to see how their revenue went up in the past couple days from Donald Trump working at McDonald's. Drop your comments down below, guys. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.